is commonly known as a city notorious for its rich lifestyle and unique, extravagant architecture. In fact, this city has been on my places I want to visit before I die list since forever. I mean, considering that in this city you can surround yourself with luxury while still having the option to experience adrenaline-filled adventures or immerse yourself with their interesting historical background, I wouldn't be surprised if Dubai is your dream destination too. But believe it or not, this economically advanced city you see now once looked like this. A small village with an unfavorable, torching desert climate. And before Dubai was able to progress into the modern and futuristic looking city we have today, it had to go through economic suffering and extensive losses, which you'll hear about more in detail later. Anyway, if you find yourself watching this video, you must be curious as to how and why Dubai rose from this to this. So buckle in everyone, because for today's topic, I will be taking us through a journey that's like no other. A journey filled with ambitious dreams, goals, and ideas people back then thought to be impossible. This is the story of Dubai. Shortly after the United Arab Emirates gained independence from Great Britain, a small fishing village named Dubai was officially founded on the 8th of June, 1833. A quaint place that was considered home to approximately 800 members of Baniyas, a tribe that was dependent on the sea for their livelihood. A scholar specializing in UAE's history and culture named Fidel Handal stated that the word Dubai might come from the Arabic word daba, which means to creep in English. And with this information, Fidel Handal connected the term to creep to slow flow of one of the city's significant features. It has been around since the beginning of the town, and it has grown to be iconic, the Dubai Creek, or what the Greeks used to call it, River Zara. To others, it may seem like an average and simple body of water, but no, this creek holds a lot of historical significance. It was the Emirates' first significant port, and it also serves as a safe harbor for trading along with other ports in the Arabian Gulf. And though the Dubai Creek now looks fantastic and enormous, it wasn't always like that. Believe it or not, this creek right here during the early 90s was incapable of accommodating large ships or other big transportations. And since this was the only port of harbor in the city at the time, Dubai established a crucial commercial position when it opened for the public. And not long after, that creek was bustling with merchants and all sorts of traders. At the same time, the people in Dubai relied further on their pearling and fishing industry. Since they were surrounded by bodies of water, fishing and pearling was the best option, which then created a period of wealth for the people in the city. But unfortunately, Dubai fell into a deep downturn and poverty when the Great Depression ruined their pearl trade in 1929. At this time, the Japanese found a way to make artificial pearls, resulting in their industry plummeting. But don't worry, a few decades later, the village regained its footing when a man named Sheikh Rashid bin Saeed Al Maktoum started to build infrastructures like the rest of the world. And do take note that during this time, they didn't discover the oils on their grounds yet. Under the rule of Sheikh Rashid, the very first hotel in the Emirates, named the Airlines Hotel, was constructed. Plus, private companies were now providing various services like electricity, telephone services, and even Dubai's first airport opened for business in 1960. Not soon after all of these private and public infrastructures had been made, oil was eventually discovered in 1966. But as you can tell, Dubai was already improving its economy before oil was even found. So despite what others believe, it wasn't oil that made them rich. It just gave them the upper hand to be even richer. Also, Sheikh Rashid said something that really explains why Dubai is where it's at now. And I quote, "My grandfather rode a camel. My father rode a camel. I drive a Mercedes. My son drives a Land Rover. His son will drive a Land Rover, but his son will ride a camel." His statement is a reminder that oil would just run out within a few generations. Maybe now you're living in luxury, but if the people were to stay and rely on oil production, the city would return to its old ways filled with hardships and struggles. So therefore, it's back to riding camels. The oil they found was an opportunity to pursue Sheikh Rashid's vision to make Dubai the next big city, and with perseverance, commitment, and ambition, they did just that. As the years passed, you can see drastic and awe-inspiring changes happening in the city. And to name a few, Sheikh Rashid finished the construction of Port Rashid, a deep-water cruise terminal, Al Shindaga Tunnel, an underground passageway for vehicles, Jebel Ali Port, which is the largest man-made harbor, the Dubai World Trade Center, a complex built for any occasion, and also Sheikh Rashid initiated the second major dredging and expansion of the Dubai Creek. And by the way, all of these significant and impressive accomplishments were done within only 1 decade. But then, unfortunately, the man who led Dubai from the perishing to a first world city, Sheikh Rashid, passed away on October 7, 1990. But although he is no longer with us, his dreams of making Dubai a modern and economically flourishing city have been continued by his successors, Maktoum bin Rashid Al Maktoum and the current ruler of Dubai, Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum. Since then, Dubai has been prospering, and I doubt it has peaked yet, considering that the city will constantly change and adapt to modern times. As you can see, the city has unique infrastructures and skyscrapers like the Dubai Creek Tower, the Twisted Towers, and of course, we can't forget Burj Khalifa, which is the tallest building in the world, if you didn't know. The intention of building the Burj Khalifa was that Dubai wanted to make the tourism industry there even better. Plus, they also wanted to create something that can make them stand out compared to other cities. And looking at this tall skyscraper, I think they did a pretty good job considering that Dubai is now one of the best cities in the world. And lastly, if you ever got the chance to visit Dubai, do remember that this beautiful place had a humble history. It was once a tiny fishing village in the middle of a desert that turned into this futuristic and modern paradise in a span of about 70 years. And there you guys have it. We've reached the end of the video. Tell us what you think about Dubai in the comment section below. And don't forget to give us a like and press that subscribe button for more videos like this. Thank you for watching. This has been the story of Dubai.